What's going on, everybody? Hey, welcome back, man. This is your boy, Tha Hood Motiv8tor. We talking about the Soul Recharge event. You don't want to miss this. November 7th, 8 o'clock at 1920. Over 400 Black professionals. We talk about mental health, and I will be keynoting. Yes, your boy, Tha Hood Motiv8tor, will be there keynoting, signing autographs, and telling you guys I'm proud of you and I love you. Can't wait to see you soon. Boom. What's going on, everybody? Hey, welcome to the Motivators Table Season 3. Man, I can't wait, man, to tell you guys what we've been working on and making sure that you guys understand that our positivity is going to a higher elevation. And we're here just to show you guys Season 3, we coming with a bang. But we got an awesome guest today, an awesome guest. Hey, we got the Beef Bootlegger. Tell them who you are, where you came from, and let them know what time it is.
Love it. Thanks, Jayr. Beef Stew, the Beef Bootlegger. We got the best beef. We bring it to you. Quality, taste, convenience. We got the best steaks that you will ever have. We want you to share them with the friends, the family, the people that you care the most about. This is meat that you brag about. Beef Bootlegger.
Hey, he's being modest right now. He got the best paws beef around the world in Tampa right now. If you guys have not even tried his beef, you need to go try it. I went to his house like the other day, and he brought me there just to have some medium rare steak, some fries. We had a good conversation. We chopped it up. We talked about love, life, spirituality, energy, everything, man. I love your energy, man. Can you tell us like how long you've been an entrepreneur and what you've been doing?
Yeah, well, I took a couple swings at a couple different things,
Okay.
but the beef is about 18 months in from inspiration.
Okay.
And so I came from a technology background. I used to build mobile banking apps, had nothing to do with beef. And about 6 years ago, I sobered up. I needed to channel all of that alky energy into something positive. So it was working out, eating meat. And I got big. I was 225. It was a big change in my persona.
Right.
And if you came over, people that came over, I would cook them these giant 3-pound, 2-inch thick ribeyes. And that's kind of where it all started. Meat and, you know, being carnivore, all of that's very trendy right now. Everyone knows about it. But back then, no one really knew about it. So it was just my own personal journey. Anyway, a whole bunch of steps led to me moving to Florida, me looking for great beef out here. And I ended up finding the best beef that you could get. I shared it with a couple buddies, and they're like, my man, Stu, where did you get this?
Right.
And so I used to pick them up. I'd be like, hey, Jayr, I'm making a run on beef bootlegging. You want something? I just pick it up. And then 18 months ago, I'm like, I'm going to go for it. It was a little bit of a side hustle.
Right.
About 6 months ago, went all in.
Okay.
And I quit the day job, and we're all in on beef. And now I want to share it with you, everyone local, and in the whole country.
Look at that, man. Hey, look at, if you guys don't understand what he just did, we have similar stories, but he walked away from what he was doing to follow his gift, which is giving beef and being a beef bootlegger and sharing what he's doing with the world. Tampa right now, he's taking Tampa right now by storm. The beef is so good. I met him at the entrepreneur event with what event was that called?
Tampa Entrepreneurs. Oh yeah, oh man, Mexico.
Yeah, I just drew a blank. But we were there together.
Luminous.
The Tulum event, and it was so dope to see. Shout out to them first of all, and they're doing another speaking event. So I would love to be on part of that speaking event. But at the end of the day, I met you there at your booth. You was giving away, you was selling your beef, and this beef was so good. It gives you energy, especially if you're in tune with who your body is and how you're supposed to receive the meat and everything like that. Your meat is actually really good. You know what I'm saying? So tell us how you make the meat and what do you do to prep the meat?
Yeah, well, I don't do too much to prep it other than cut it, right? So we want to keep it really simple. We want the beef to speak for itself. But you're right. That was a great event. It was, I think, 1,200 people.
Right.
And we do big events like that. Sometimes we sell, but when someone's like, I'm vibing with or whatever, I want to make sure that they get the royal treatment. The VIP.
And everything.
Well, that was it. It was kind of at the end, and that was nice because we got to get to know each other a little bit. And that's the thing. So eating food with people that you care about is such a special thing. I think there's probably nothing more, I mean, maybe one or two things more human than that.
Yeah.
But sharing a meal is primitive as well as modern in the sense that we all got to do it. We've been doing it for however many 100,000 years as human beings, but now we get to do it in a way. And the beef is so special. So how we prepare it, when I'm doing those events, we do it on a flat top grill. When I had you over to my house, we do it on flat top grills. So that's the way that I'm doing it these days. And why we like to do it that way, we're cutting big thick steaks, and when it sits on that whole grill, you can put a proper sear on it. We're talking about that with Akeem, right? We were doing the sear. and then that locks in the flavor.
Right.
Okay. And then you can mess around with the seasoning and do a little bit of butter and do all of that after. But yeah, we just basically cook up a steak on a flat top grill.
Yeah.
And the steak is so good, we don't have to do too much to it. A little salt, pepper. I have a rosemary garlic that I did for you guys.
Yeah.
But that's it. We keep it simple, and the beef is really what makes it special, not what I'm doing to it.
I love it too because you take your time and you love what you do, so you can taste the love in the meat. You know, a lot of people they want to be chefs and they want to be culinary artists and they want to cook and all that stuff, but I don't think a lot of them love what they do because sometimes we do things for money. And yeah, we want to get paid for it. Like me being a speaker, I love to speak. I love to coach. I love the impact. I love the shift. This is my life. This is my gift. I found my passion. This is your passion.
Absolutely.
You know, when we came to the house, it was hands down. It was hands down. The meat was good. The fries was good. The conversation was good. The vibe was good. The aura was good. We left on a good impact. And then all of a sudden, I'm not going to even skip over this. Let's shout out to my sponsor, Tha Hood Motiv8tor. You know what I'm saying? A faith-based water, out of North Carolina. You guys got to go get the story. That was a spring water that was being sold to Walmart. But now it's being bought by this individual that's faith-based, that's making sure that we understand that Tha Hood Motiv8tor is the #1 water in the world right now. And our competitors is Liquid Death. So shout out to them. I appreciate it. This stands on my morals and my guidelines, and I can't wait to share the world with my water, Tha Hood Motiv8tor.
Yeah, I would just want to add maybe one thing on top of that, right? So again, we just met briefly at an event. We had a good vibe. It took a little bit of time to follow up. We just had you over for a great lunch. It was all very authentic. We didn't have any of this in mind. And I think I just offered you guys water out of my fridge.
There you
and
go.
you're like, oh man, it's alkaline water. That's the only water I drink. And I'm like, well, the guy's local, and then boom, phone call and a text, just like that.
And that's
so
how
it's
it
meant
works.
to be.
Your network is your net worth.
That's right.
You did that for me, and I appreciate it. I'm giving you your flowers. Let us know what you got coming up in the near future.
Yeah, we got a lot coming up. So we do a lot of events that are local. We do, there's a run club for MFers that don't run. They got about 1,200 people. So the guy who put that together, LA, went from 0 to 1,000 people in about 10 weeks. And it's popping. So that's every Wednesday. So when he's doing that, it's all over, but it's Tampa Bay side of the bridge. And if there's not food at the particular venue, then I'm always there to prepare food. So that's going on every Wednesday. We're doing stuff at the luxury apartments all around town.
Oh, I love it.
And we got a couple big events as well. There's one at the Center Club. We got a car show coming up at the end of the month. We're all over the place.
I love it.
So we're going to keep being all over the place.
I love it.
One thing though that is going to be our first ticketed event, which is pretty upscale. It's called Fillets of Bouquets. We're doing it on October 18th at the Viceroy, 4:30 to 7:30. And as soon as we're done right here, I'm going to publish the Eventbrite. And we're going to get that locked and loaded.
I would love to come to that.
So you definitely get the invite. So this is really cool. The Viceroy is on waterfront. It's kind of got grass. They're going to end up building condos, $2.5 to $12.5 million. It's a very beautiful high-end spot. But they haven't built them yet. And they have this event center to promote and to basically sell those particular units.
Oh, wow.
And so I know the people who manage that spot, they were gracious enough to host us there. And we're going to do that. And then I got a gal who does flowers, so it's hands-on. And then there's a gal who does chocolates as well. So we're going to do gourmet chocolate, fillets, bouquets. It's going to be sunset. It's going to be really cool.
So it's an event to promote the meat, but it's where the location at. They're about to build some sky rises.
They're going to build some sky rises, but right now they haven't built ground, so it's just this beautiful thing. The weather's cooled off a little bit.
Wow.
And I figured we'd be right there on the water. Also, when I went to go check out the place, a dolphin came up, swam right by me. So I got a real good, it was kind of like a little signal from the Lord telling me like, okay, this is the spot right here.
Definitely. I can't wait to come up and support you and be there, man. I'm so proud of you and what you got going on. And, as an entrepreneur, let's talk about entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
How hard the road is and how rocky it is. How long you been an entrepreneur?
In this capacity, 18 months. 18 months. So I had a day job going on. And just to your point, once you go all the way all in, it's extremely difficult. So I have, executive corporate salary bills. I got a nice place right now, but I got to ramp my business. I'm getting ready to sell it because, I can't afford that with this particular lifestyle. Hopefully not too far down the road, be able to pick something nice up again. But right now I got to put everything into the business. I wake up early at 5:30 in the morning. Okay. No one else is going to do anything. I'm dealing with meat and food. I got to pack coolers. I got to do stuff. Last night I got home at 12 p.m. Guess what? Or 12 a.m. Okay, I'm doing the dishes to get ready for another event tonight.
Inventory, all
That's
that.
it. So I'm working, 5 a.m. to 1 a.m. You still got to make time to do
Right.
the books. There's a lot of business development. I wanted to make sure that I had time right here. So, I was on TV for the first time yesterday as well. So all of these good things are happening,
Yeah.
which is great. So you got to make time to do all of that.
Right.
You got to make time to do your social.
Right.
Somewhere in there, I got to sell some beef. I got to put stuff in the mail as well. I got to do deliveries.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of work. You do have trade-offs as well. I'm missing my kids' little league.
Okay.
There's games and stuff like that. So it's not free. It's not, people maybe romanticize. They see the guy driving the Lambo and all of that. That does not happen overnight. And, it's really hard. And also, you just have to be a continuous problem solver.
Right.
So I'll tell you one cool thing is, not that nothing will faze me, but like things that a previous version of myself, I would need all of this time to prepare myself mentally or this or that. You just got to be ready to roll.
Right.
You got to be able to do the next thing after the next thing. You got to do something that takes 2 hours and 30 minutes because you got like the next thing.
Right.
So just as far as the evolution of me and my capacity and my mindset, my capacity to deal with problems, and these are sometimes big challenges, a lot of them financially or again, organizing things that are almost unmanageable, but you figure out a way. When you're gonna do it, no matter what,
you got to.
You just figure it out a way.
Figure out a way.
And sometimes too, you'll get a little something. Again, the universe provides.
Right.
So I'm a little bit tight. I got to fund and pay some money up front for this event. It's a big event, and I don't have a lot of money. Well, just literally, I went to my best friend's 50th birthday party in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Talked to an old buddy of mine. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to this guy's thing. He puts this huge thing on for 24 guys. He's already flying in a bunch of Wagyu, but he put me in a joint text while I was talking to the guy this morning. He's like, hey, I got 24 guys coming. We're going to order 24 bone-in ribeyes, 24 fillets, just like that. That's probably like $2,000 order. These are very, very high end. And just like that.
Come on.
And I needed to come up with something.
Right.
And like, there it is.
There it is.
Just like that.
That's
what am I going to do? Like literally last night? Now I figure out a way.
Yeah.
But the phone call literally rang, 9 a.m. Picking up beef. Guy called out, boom, just like that.
Look at that.
Just like that.
And that's how God prepares you. That's how you know that you're in the right alignment with what you're supposed to be doing right now at this specific time. You walked away from corporate America. I walked away from corporate America to take on full-time motivational speaking last July. And God was like, now you ready to listen? I need you full-time in your gift. Don't give me part-time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Give me full time. If I gave you this gift, I need you to operate it in full time, and that's what I'm doing. I ended up in January number 44, ranked top motivational speakers in the world. Life coach, got my books coming out. Align me with you. You align me with the water. So everything is working the way it's supposed to be. I want to pick your brain about just business in corporate America. So what did you do in corporate America? Finance, right?
Yeah, well, sort of. So finance would be the end consumer, so to speak. I helped pioneer mobile banking. Okay. So in 2007, I left a company that was doing home loans. If you remember, there was a big mortgage crisis.
Yeah.
So the internet was kind of new, and that particular company built the first thing where you could basically get a loan on the internet.
Yeah.
Okay. But I tracked all of the loans, and I could tell they weren't going in the right spot.
Right.
So I ended up taking a job, and it was prepaid debit cards. Okay, which was like a thing back then. And when the iPhone came out, okay, now things were going mobile, but mobile didn't exist.
Right.
So the company I worked for built the first mobile banking app ever. It's called GoBank.
Yeah.
The company was called Green Dot. And I worked with a guy named Sam Altman, who's like all the way big time, had a ChatGPT and all that.
Yeah.
So I worked with him for a minute. So as that industry grew, the last thing I did at that company was 2017, and I built some of the tech in your iPhone to do Apple Pay Cash.
Okay, wow.
Okay, so these mobile banking apps, there's now a whole industry. It's called banking as a service. And basically you have whoever makes the app, a Robinhood or whatever, that's kind of the top layer. You have the old banking layer, and there's all of this technology in between. Because if you're starting your own company that wanted to have some type of app, you don't have the resources to build all of that. You just basically pay for it.
Okay.
There's companies that do all of that.
Okay.
So that was my industry, and I was doing that for a while. I did payments, and I moved out here to Tampa because I built a Bitcoin payroll app. And that's what got me out here. But right after I moved, Bitcoin shit the bed. Everything kind of failed. This is only 2.5 years ago.
Wow.
But no regulator would do anything with Bitcoin and banking, and it all got real hard. So I went back into corporate doing payments. And then I still had this kind of beef habit going on with the steaks and all of that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, a year and a half ago is where the other story picks up.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's more technology as it relates to payments.
And look at that. You guru at that, and you thought, okay, this is my lane, and all of a sudden, your real lane is something that you thought it was a hobby. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, and again, I always liked a good steak, don't get me wrong.
Definitely.
But eating all of that steak came out of sobering up, came out of getting into meat, came out of the gains and all of that.
But
So
you
none
had
of
to
this was
survive.
by design. Steve Jobs has a commencement speech, I think it's 2003
Yeah.
at Stanford, and it's called Connecting the Dots.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So there's no way that I would have predicted any of these dots going forward,
Right.
but it's funny, and it's a lot of them. If I hadn't have built the Bitcoin payroll app, I wouldn't have met people out here to do the networking. I wouldn't have moved out here.
Right.
There's also something really special about this town. You talk about, you know, entrepreneur.
Yeah.
St. Petersburg, Tampa, I think is the only place in the entire nation that just has this massive entrepreneurial spirit where everyone's trying to help each other out. St. Pete's a little bit smaller business, but there's so much camaraderie and stuff going on to support local business. Because I got drawn out here not even knowing. It was just a thing being like, okay, that's where I need to be.
Right.
But I didn't know nothing.
Right.
And then I came out for that particular reason.
Right.
But there's entrepreneur clubs, there's entrepreneur, you know, events now and all that type of stuff. But people who have money here are actually generous and cool.
Right.
Coming from California, it wasn't like that.
Right.
Or maybe at least just not what I experienced
Right.
when I was there 20 to 40.
Right.
But there's something really special, and everyone's maybe arm's length away, because now that I'm doing an event, everyone knows someone, or even people that I meet at events, they're doing really cool stuff, and they're offering their skills and their minds and what they know to help me.
Right.
So that's really amazing. I don't take that for granted at all.
I love that too, because you see the progression and you see that the follow up and what you got going on and the strategic plan that God put in your mind, like, hey, this is what I need to do. And like I said, it's always similar, because when you operating like that and you operating in your gift, then it becomes easy.
Yeah.
You wake up happier. You know, like you said, you was manifesting, hey, I need this for that. And look at the guy call you at 9 o'clock. Hey, I got 24 guys that need top of the line steaks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was crazy is I'm moving in that shift right now, and God is taking different pieces out of my puzzle, but also keeping me aligned, but saying, hey, if you need this, just ask. Maintain it. You know, people are asking for certain things, but we're not asking how to keep it, how to maintain it, right? So you got to know how to maintain it and know how to know. It comes with conditioning. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen overnight. You got to stay when the lights are off. You got to make sure that you understand that, hey, if you're going to operate at your full capacity, your gift, it's not going to be always good, but stay there.
Well, I would just say, so 100% on all that, and I would say you got to lean in hard.
Yes, you got
Okay, so that's the other thing is, again, any opportunity or you're thinking about something, even if it's hard, like we all got something else that we could be doing or whatever, you got to lean in hard.
Right, lean in.
And you also have to just expect things to work out, not knowing.
Right.
Because you don't want to pull back. You don't want to do stuff. You know, I'm hard up. I don't have a ton of money while I'm ramping the business, but I'm always still very generous. I'm always showing up. I'm always doing stuff. And I'll be real aggressive too.
Yeah,
I'm aggressive and like, oh, I'll go cook a steak for this guy.
Yeah.
So there's a guy, he's a pretty famous influencer. He was doing a keynote speaking at a 3-day event.
Yeah.
And I happened to know the guy who was affiliated with that event, because I met him at another event and I had him over for dinner and he loved the steak. And I said, hey, this guy's going to be on your stage. Figure out how I can cook him a steak.
Yeah.
So anyway, like we have to go through a whole bunch of stuff. But anyway, this guy came off. We just popped out the back door. I cooked him a steak. It ended up being such a great event.
Yeah.
It's popping. We probably got 500,000 views or whatever.
There you go.
But had I not, you know, done all of that, had I not met the guy, had I not have him over, had I not known, had I not paid attention, had I not asked.
Right. Asked.
Always. And then that's it. And then there was a few other people in between. So I make sure that everyone's taken care of. Steak's kind of like the keys to the city a little bit. The door's just kind of open because it's great stuff.
Yeah.
Let me feed you.
Let's talk.
But again, like I could not be doing any of that, but I wouldn't be here.
Right.
And also I wouldn't be meeting great people.
Right.
And it's just one thing. So that's the lesson. You got to lean in.
Lean in.
Lean in hard.
Yes, you got to. You can't be scared to get off the porch. You got to be able, you got to be okay with people saying no, and possibly saying it a hard no, and keep asking and keep
Yeah,
going and keep going forward. And that's why I'm here, because I don't take no for an answer. I'm gonna keep going. Well, how can I get on the biggest stage of life and make sure that I motivate, impact, and touch the people I need to touch? You know what I'm saying? And be there.
absolutely. And I would even say sometimes you got to show up in person.
You
So
got
I
to.
get a lot of
Yeah,
no's or
yeah,
people are
yeah,
busy, right?
yeah,
And I'm trying to get an event.
yeah.
So there might be a luxury apartment. Maybe I talk to someone, they kind of like, we're vibing on it a little bit,
Yeah.
but maybe they're not answering emails,
Right.
or maybe someone else isn't answering stuff. I'll go there
Yeah.
and I'll go be like, hey, you know,
What's up? I'm
let's
here.
go talk about it. And then they're welcoming to do it. But it's one of those things where if you just left it up to the other people. Also, everyone's really busy. It doesn't mean that they're like bad people or anything like
Right.
that. They're just effing busy.
Right.
And you're so committed, you're going to go do it, or you are going to make sure that something happens.
Exactly.
You'll take the time to drive 30 minutes. You'll show up.
Absolutely.
Oh, she's busy. I'll wait.
Yeah, and I'll be here. You know what
And
I'm saying?
that's
Go
it.
ahead.
And
Yeah,
then we'll go
definitely.
talk and then we'll have the conversation.
Definitely.
But like every day being like that.
Yes.
You got to
You
go
have
get
to
it.
be able to understand too. You got to play the waiting game. You know what I'm saying? If you really believe in what you're doing, it's like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. But you got to show up and show up every day for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's the biggest key. A lot of the entrepreneurs, they say they want to be entrepreneurs, and today they run into a brick wall. You got to run through. You got to find a way around it. You got to navigate your way to get over that wall or get through it or go around it to make sure that it's something over that wall that you need that's going to make you progress. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you also never know, right? Because you're one conversation, you're one person
Right.
away. And that's the other thing with events and stuff. Because again, I don't have a lot of time or money to waste, and I'm learning. I don't
Right.
come from none of this is in my background,
Right.
right? But if I go to a particular place, you know, okay, I'm doing Wagyu hot dogs or burgers or whatever, but you never know. You might meet that one person that does that one thing, that
Yeah.
knows that one thing,
That
or that
knows.
runs events.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a gal doing the event yesterday. She does, she's affiliated with over 300 events a year, all within the county. You know, so that's someone that I want to talk to, and maybe right there, or maybe she knows someone. You
Yeah.
know, and you just get plugged in. So
Keep
one
getting plugged
to
in.
many.
Yes. And your product is good. It's
Well,
really good.
that helps.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
your product is good, it stays long. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, this is microwavable. No, this is real beef. He cooks it. You gonna like it, and then you might have to say, you know what? I can't go back to my steak place no more. I might keep going
You
here.
certainly cannot.
Yeah.
It's the cocaine model.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
you try, you're
Definitely.
hooked. You're done.
So good, man.
With that said, though, on any parallel outside of beef, right? Because a lot of people who are watching might not be, you know, in the
Yeah.
beef business,
Right.
food, or the motivational
Yeah.
speaking or whatever. When you truly believe in your product, okay, all your confidence, all of your whole body, mind, and spirit is behind what you're saying. And I think that's really the first time I've experienced that in my life right now, and why I'm so happy to do all of this and why I jumped career and all of that.
Right.
Because I believe it.
Right.
I believe it because I was eating beef. I'm like, wow, this
Yeah.
is special. This is so different. But when I talk to you or when I have it, I'm so confident because I believe it.
Yes.
You know, if there's something better, then I go do that. But there
Right.
isn't.
Right.
And so that gives you, I think, like extra fuel, maybe almost like steroids in the gym.
Right.
That belief in what you
Yeah.
have being so good, you got all the power in the world.
You got to stand on it. Like, you got to say, like, I'm humble as a person and a human being, talk to you, but in my business, I'm not. I know this is what I am. This is what I do. I stand on it 100%. I know that I can compete with the top motivational speakers in the world. I say that every morning. I'm the #1 motivational speaker in the world. I'm great. I'm wealthy. I'm healthy. All these things I speak inside of myself. So when I get to that level, I don't have to change. I'm already that. I'm already speaking it. So that's where the confidence comes from right there.
Yeah.
When before you even put that meat on the burner, you already knew what time it was. You liked it before you wanted to
That's
sell it.
it.
You knew it. You was giving it to your friends that you love. You wouldn't give them something that you don't love.
Well, that's exactly it. I already know, right? And I already know, and I am trying to share that. It's like, oh, I have this thing. This thing is so special to me, right? What do I want to do? I want to share it with people.
Right.
You know, and it is an experience. When you eat something that good, like I ate a lot of steak before I even bumped into that stuff, you know, and then I had some buddies over, and even once in a while, there'll be these events that just reinforce everything. So it's my best friend from college, who's 50, is in Vegas, had himself a super big party. He's a pretty wealthy guy.
Right.
And he had bought a box of beef a couple months ago, and the the United States Postal Service messed up the whole shipment, okay? I did 2-day air, and they sat on it for 5 days, went over the weekend, and delivered my best friend a rotten box of beef, okay? And so it was like the worst of everything. And I was kind of last minute. I didn't know if I could go or not for the weekend. So I brought him his box of beef. And then I know his family real well, you know, his mom, aunts, uncles. He's got 10 aunts and uncles. Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone was in town for my buddy's 50th.
Yeah.
Well, the next day we had Sunday. I said, let's cook for your family. I'll come cook for your family. So we went to his aunt's place and I cooked for the whole family, a couple of us close buddies. You know, it was perfect. It was a ton of food. It was probably 18 pounds, you know, all these big, thick steaks. And, but that was exactly it. Everyone loved it. We had such a good day. People were watching football. We didn't have to get out of the house. We didn't have to be in a restaurant.
It's right
But
there.
it was the exact thing. And it was my privilege to cook for everyone and just serve. Everyone was so happy. We were just eating with our hands off the cutting board, the cousins, 4 generations. It was like exactly what it's supposed to be.
That's
So that's just another thing right there. It's
that
like,
was
this is what
again
I'm doing.
alignment. It was supposed to happen that way. You know
That's
what I'm
it.
saying? Yeah, you were supposed to be there in an intimate setting and let them know, hey, you know, I love you guys, but this is what I love to do too. So
Yeah.
it's a blessing when you can mix loving what you to do and give it to people that you love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I look in the stage, outside the stage, and I see my family or people I love or people I care about, it's like, okay, we here. It's alignment. I love it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah,
Yeah. And it was healthy.
yeah,
And it was good.
definitely.
Yeah.
So tell me, look into that camera and let the world know where we can find you. What all your social media platforms and everything.
Yeah, so I'm the Beef Bootlegger. You can find us at beefbootlegger.com if you want to order some of the best steaks. If you're local to Florida, we do local ground. We also got beef sticks that are amazing. On social, Instagram, beef_bootlegger. I burnt the Beef Bootlegger handle.
Yeah.
That's a long story, but beef_bootlegger. We do most of our stuff on Instagram, Beef Bootlegger on TikTok, Beef Bootlegger on X, and we got Beef Bootlegger on YouTube. So Beef Bootlegger everywhere, you'll find us, and we're popping. We've got really great content. My videographer Fitz, I want to give him a shout out. He's doing a lot of great work. Yeah.
Did he finish that that episode with us, or is it already up? Or
He's backed up, but my
Okay.
budget's a little bit
No, no,
limited,
it's
so
all good.
we're on deck. But he does great. He does really great work, and also just again, people who are entrepreneurs, you know, small businesses. So he was with me in the beginning when I was just doing a little bit of motivation,
Yes.
right? Because the first content I was doing was just to motivate people. I didn't have any business or anything to do it,
Right.
and he's been with me the whole ride, and also gives a lot of good guidance. People who are really good at what they do, it's just great to ride along with them because he takes care of all of that stuff.
I love it, man. I love it. So where did you get the beef bootlegger name about in the handle?
Yeah.
That you could brag about. What made you overnight? You just thought about that, or that's
It was a little bit like that. So when I was getting the beef,
Yeah.
so I had this great beef,
Yeah.
and I was getting the beef for buddies. Not a lot, a handful of people, and
Right.
I'd go buy 100 pounds, and it would take 2 hours to drive there. I'd have to wait 2 hours for the cut it and 2 hours to come back. And when I got a better relationship with the manager, I would be able to call in advance, and he would vacuum seal it just for me. And so what happened was it was Super Bowl weekend, and I was driving down to go get some beef, but I just texted him 45 minutes before I showed up. I said, hey, Chris, I'm going to be there in a minute. Can you have my 100 pounds cut up for me? And he texts back. He's like, bro, it's Super Bowl weekend. I'm prepping for like 1,000 people. You got to give me some notice. And so anyway, I made a little content with the motivational thing. And so I'm driving in the car and I'm like, oh, I'm doing a little beef bootlegging today. And the lesson for today is you got to make it easy for people to help you. A lot of people, they want to help you, right? But if someone's going to help you, you want to make it easy for people to help you. And that was it.
Yeah.
So that was the lesson of the day. And that's where I coined the term beef bootlegger.
There you go.
And I was beef bootlegging.
There you go.
And then a week later, I had the domain and I was doing the LLC paperwork.
There you go.
That's it, Beef Bootlegger. Now it's kind of funny though. The parent company is called Waterfront Supply because I was thinking having these really great steaks, luxury people wouldn't necessarily want to buy a beef bootlegger. It's kind of underground, edgy.
Yeah.
So the company is actually called Waterfront Supply.
The umbrella.
And then I was going to do Beef Bootlegger DBA.
Yeah.
But the brand is popping. Everyone knows it. It's so good. I never even had to worry about that.
Yeah.
But if you owe me some money, it will say Waterfront Supply.
Yeah, definitely. No, I love that too because you know it all comes from a dream and a story that you have, and that's what my podcast is about. It's inspiring the young entrepreneurs, letting people know that you can do it and don't give up and love what you do. You love what you do. I love what I do. And look what the transition happened right now. You know what I'm saying? You like cooking the steak, giving it to the people, selling it to the people, and putting it out there. Now, 2026, you're gonna have enough people to do the work that you're about to have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I love that for you because actually your beef is really good. You know what I'm saying? And it inspired me to, like, you know what? That's a carnivore diet. I don't eat a lot of steak. I eat probably a steak once a week, once every 2 weeks, but just to stay on the carnivore because I felt so much energy after I ate your steak.
Well, that's the thing too. When it's really good beef, because I think there's so much variety. Okay, when you eat really good beef, your body knows it. You can't go back like you were saying, but I don't even know all the details, right? I'm not a food scientist and this and that, but I think when you're having really good quality, there's probably two or three things that are happening. If there's garbage inside of the meat, okay, your body is almost like fighting that garbage versus just taking that nutrients and processing it quickly. So when you have really, really good beef as well versus eating something else that maybe there's a little bit of energy in there, but you just grab it, harness it. And also, I'm 40 pounds less than I was when I was 225.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if I was buff as you, but I was pretty jacked up.
Yeah.
But I remember I would work and then I would go to the gym and I hadn't eaten and the guys were helping me. I was trying to, you know, max out, get up to 315 and some of these real heavy weights. And I remember I failed on 315 and the guy's like, "Oh, did you eat before you came to the gym?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't." He's like, "Bro, if you're doing a max day, you got to eat.
You got to kill the meat.
You got to be doing that type of stuff." Because again, I didn't have any experience. I wasn't talking to the right people or didn't know. But yeah, when you're having the right fuel, I mean, literally, you know, whether it's weights, muscle, I think also probably even helping with you sleep and other things that you wouldn't even think about.
Yeah.
And for sure, mindset.
Yes, definitely. I love that too, because that's what the beef gave to me. And I think that I know the world needs to try this beef. If you guys haven't tried the Beef Bootlegger meat that you can brag about, go get it now. I'm not just saying it because he's sitting right here. The meat actually really is good. I love it. Tap in with him. Go to his social media. Follow him. Let him come cater your events. Do not order nobody else's beef but the Beef Bootlegger. And remember, the Hood Motivator said it, man. And thank you again. And I'm proud of you, man, for just taking advantage of your situation, right? A lot of us do a lot of talking, and you know, social media is crazy because everybody wants to do it for the likes. But what about the value? What about the substance? You know, it's a lot of rhetoric going around, and people are saying this, that, and the third, but you're actually giving out positive information, and you're giving out really, really good food. And that's what the world needs right now, especially with this climate of the world we're in right now. We should all come together and make sure that we stick together and do what we need to do because there is space for you if God is using you. And
amen to all that.
Yes.
From God's lips.
Hey, thank you again for coming on to my show. I love you. I care for you. Let's keep pushing forward. Thank you for the alley-oop, for the water. And if you have any events that you need me to speak out, I'm right here. Thank you again.
Thanks.
Appreciate you. Yes.
My man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
You bet.
Yes, sir. Boom. Yep. Let's take a picture real quick. What's going on, everybody? Hey, check it out, man. It's your boy, Tha Hood Motiv8tor. I want to tell you right now about my book, From the Block to the Board. It's on Amazon right now. You guys are definitely sleeping if you ain't got that book. It's an ebook, so I need you to go on right now, stop what you're doing, and go get my ebook, From the Block to the Board. It's on Amazon right now. Let's talk about it when you get it. DM me if you have any questions. See you later. Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, check it out. Motivators, I need you to tap in right now. My Motivators Circle, I am now joining the school app, SKOOL. I need you to join me there. October 15th, I'm launching my courses on my school app. Motivators, I need you to mount up. I need you to log in. If you believe in everything I've been doing, you've been following my journey, I need you to log in and get that school app on your computer, on your cell phones, and I need you to get on ASAP because I'm about to start teaching some courses. I'm about to show you how I got from that to this. I have a course right now called Get in Front of Your Ugly. That right there is going to be coming off the block hot. Get in front of your ugly. Tell your story. Follow me on my school app. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to YouTube, Tha Hood Motiv8tor. Jayr out. What's up, everybody? Hey, check it out, man. I just want you guys to get introduced to my water, Aqua Beato water, proud sponsor, ambassador. 2026, we about to blow season 3. The Motivators Table, proud sponsor, Aqua Beato. This water right here is spring alkaline from North Carolina, from the springs. So, hey, if you guys love alkaline water, tap in with Aqua Beato. I'm a proud sponsor. Thank you. Boom.